Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Hey everybody, this is the Ash Raichu
And his sister.
for part 5 of New Year's Turnabout.
I don't know if I remember my voices, so if I screw it up, yay!
Last time we finished our investigation segment, and now we are going into the trial.
Da-da-da-da!
January 1st, 2027. Yawn. I barely got any sleep last night.
Just like we'll do tonight. Hey there, Polly! You don't look that great.
Investigating a murder case into the early hours of the morning isn't that great for my mood. Plus, my coffee was terrible this morning, so...
This isn't Godo.
Paul can drink coffee if he wants.
Don't be so selfish, Polly. Sue is the one on trial here. She's been accused of murder. Her life is on the line here, and you're complaining about not getting enough sleep one night?
And coffee.
This isn't Godo.
Apollo can drink coffee.
No. He has to drink tea like a proper sir.
Apollo isn't a sir.
Sure he's not.
Oh, when you put it that way.
I disappeared again. You don't have time to feel bad, Polly. You have to put a smile for your put on a I can't read, I swear.
It's like 1:30 in the morning right now.
It's... yeah. Then I realized there's the clock on the monitor.
And look who it is. Speak of the devil!
Yeah!
Hey there, Sue! How are you doing today? I see. Come on, Apollo, you gotta smile.
Don't worry, Sue, you're in good hands. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Please be honest. How bad is our case? I don't care.
Well, if I'm going to be honest with you, your story about finding the gun and firing it is pretty incriminating. I just skipped your text.
Oh.
But
Sad
there
face.
is a lot of evidence that makes it clear something more was going on last night. Like 17 pieces of evidence.
Yeah.
When the jurors see this evidence, I think they'll believe in your innocence. Just like I do.
Really?
Yep.
Thanks. Hey, the trial is going to start soon. We'd better head in. I was trying to read it first before I said it.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, we've had a couple blunders. And we're in court.
Yeah.
Ghost attorneys.
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sue Toppling.
Aw, your voice for the judge is so lame.
I know, right? Jeez.
Should do a David Bowie voice.
No, I'm not doing David Bowie for the judge. Are the
the prosecution and defense ready?
Just no.
We just played the game.
The prosecution is ready to rock. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
In a weird background. Like he was in a void there. Did you see that?
I must say, a trial on New Year's Day, so soon after the crime has occurred, it's rather unusual. But if the defense and prosecution are ready, let us begin.
And let us begin.
Stop it! The prosecution may give its opening statement. This case is as open and shut as they come. The evidence points to the defendant, and we have decisive eyewitness to the crime. In fact, the defendant has practically admitted to the crime in her testimony. I'm not quite sure if I'm German or French right now. I'm trying to be German.
Why not both?
I'm trying to be German. Oh, I see. A few seconds in and I already feel like we're in hot water. Before I continue, I'd like to submit 2 pieces of evidence to the court. First is the latest, most up-to-date autopsy report. Next is this gun. Although the prints have been wiped, it's been confirmed as the murder weapon. Why, these pieces of evidence are rather important, aren't they?
Gee, you don't say.
The court accepts these into evidence. Autopsy and handgun updated. Yay! Now then, will the prosecution be calling its first witness? Yeah, Herr Judge. The prosecution calls Emma Skye to the stand.
Oh good, I have to remember Emma's voice now.
Yeah. State your name and occupation, if you'd please. Fraulein.
Emma Skye. I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case.
Now then, Detective Skye, would you mind testifying about the basics of this case?
I just love how you use the same voice for the judge and Apollo. Not at all, Your Honor. One scientific testimony coming right up.
Facts of the case!
Scientific facts of the case. The victim, Spark Brushel, was shot at 9 o'clock last night by Mirror Lake. We found his gun at the scene of the crime. Word has confirmed.
Forensics.
No, the words. English, I swear.
English is a verb now.
I use English! Swear I! Forensics has confirmed that it is the murder weapon. The defendant admitted English. Why
Read your words.
Reading my words. Okay. Skipping that.
Yeah.
And besides that, we have a witness who saw the whole thing occur. Scientifically speaking, Miss Topling's guilt is absolute.
Absolute.
Whatever!
Obsolete and absolute are two very different things.
Whatever! You know how early it is.
Fair enough. I see. This does seem like a relatively simple case to me. Mr. Justice, will you be performing a cross-examination?
I thought it said Miss Justice at first.
Of course, Your Honor. Ah, I see. It's just that with the new jury system, I wasn't exactly sure of what you wanted to do. Your Honor, it's not that different.
Still, with a whole new legal system, should you really plow forward just as you have before? What?
I guess there are some differences now that the jury system is in effect.
Okay. Before we had to appeal to a judge who knew about law and is used to court. But now we're appealing to regular people. That means we can't bore them by dwelling on a single testimony for too long.
Yeah, if I focus too much on one testimony, we'll probably lure his favor with the jury. I don't know. This means once
No.
I told you you'd get distracted.
Sorry!
This means that once I've thoroughly examined a testimony, so press all. If I don't think there's anything there, I can end the cross-examination myself.
However, you need to be really careful when doing this. If you decide to stop cross-examining the witness while there are still contradictions, it'll be really bad for our case.
I love how they had to put really bad in orange.
It'll be really bad for our case.
Duly noted. Anyway, I think it's time to get this show on the road.
Road trip.
If the defense is ready, it may begin its cross-examination. Facts of the case.
Whoosh.
Right?
I already read this.
This one's pretty simple. I think I have to press this statement. How do you know the gun she claims to have fired is the murder weapon?
Well, she identified it as the gun she fired, for one.
Ah.
Scientifically speaking, I suppose it's possible someone swapped the gun she fired. But it's very unlikely.
Yeah, if you wish to pursue that argument, Herr Forehead, you'd better have that second gun the defendant allegedly fired waiting for us. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough evidence to make this argument right now. Yeah, this was the right statement. Emma, isn't it true that the defendant said she fired the gun once? ...
Technically, yes, although I don't think it's relevant.
Your Honor, I like your beard! Your Honor, I like your beard! Really? Yes, I think it's fine! I think it's fine!
The point every time!
That's very kind of you, but it's the jurors you should be flattering if you want to win this case. Ah! Now then, let's continue with the testimony.
We're probably clipping the mic so much.
Probably. Let's try this again. Speed through dialogue time.
Yeah! Science!
Very much science. Want that statement added. Are you sure, Mr. Justice? Yes, Your Honor.
No!
No, no, never mind.
No, don't!
Very well.
No!
Detective Sky, please add that statement to your testimony.
Okay.
She told the police.
Should I read that?
Nah.
Whatever.
Scientifically speaking,
in
that's
green.
irrelevant.
It's in green.
I beg to differ.
Sir?
The autopsy report clearly says that the gun was fired twice. We pointed this out earlier. I'm sorry to say this, Emma, but scientifically speaking, you're wrong! Oh, wow. Oh! We cooked her goose. We cooked her goose.
Right in the voice.
Well, we cooked her goose.
Care to explain yourself, Apollo?
If you look at the autopsy report, it clearly states the victim was shot twice. Moreover, 2 bullets were fired from the murder weapon.
Wait, 2?
I'm glad you understand. We know for a fact that the murder was fired twice.
Weapon was fired.
The weapon was fired twice. Yeah, it's early. But the defendant pulled the trigger once. Thinking.
Yes.
Order in the court.
No.
Mr. Justice, what exactly are you implying? It's simple, Your Honor. According to the autopsy report, Brushel was shot in the heart and in the leg. If Sue fired the gun once, it is entirely possible she fired the bullet into his leg, and someone else fired the bullet that actually killed him.
Invisible guitar! So
This is bringing air guitar into a whole new level. Don't trip over your own feet, Herr Forehead. You just exposed a flaw within your own argument. Flaw? If Sue fired the gun once, I think that's a pretty big if. What if the Fraulein's memory is wrong, or even worse, she's purposely lying about this? If that's the case...
I'll disappear.
Yes! Your argument is rendered null and void. Gah!
That was an ah, not a gah.
Ah.
Gah, gah, gah.
Order! Now then, Mr. Gavin, what exactly do you suggest we do? Herr Forehead's main point of contention seems to be how many shots the defendant fired. Perhaps our decisive witness should take the center stage and try to resolve this issue.
Along with and along with his teleporting.
If the defendant has no objections, we will bring in the next witness. Next time!
Next time!
On New Year's Turnabout, we will meet this surprise witness. Until then, I am the Ash Raichu.
And I'm his sister.
And goodbye.